Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's a weekly reading for November 25th to December the 1st. This week, Taurus, we have a very clear message from the universe with the No Oracle card. We have the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups, the World, the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Five of Cups. So, Taurus, we do have this message here in this oracle card: wait, postpone, pause, or say no. So if there is a key decision that you're trying to make this week, it might be best to hold off to next week. If there is a burning question, the universe is saying that it's no. And I do feel that this no could relate to maybe staying in a situation, because we do have strong, completion and forward movement energy here. So if you're wondering, should I stay in this situation a little longer? Well, I think the answer is no, but it's probably not the week to take that action, have that difficult conversation, or leave this week. But it is coming. It is coming. It is coming when, divine timing says it is the right time. In your recent past, we see a situation that, I'm going to have to say it's a little bit hopeless, I see a situation here that some of you have been in for a period of time. It could have been years, actually. That's that kind of situation that wears away at you, wears away at your self-esteem, can make you feel like you are a little bit of it in that, victim mentality. It's a feeling of being stuck. That's what I'm really seeing here. Now, with the Eight of Swords energy, you'll notice this person here is bound around the third eye and the heart and the gut. So I feel like it's a situation that over time has really shut you down to your higher self. So potentially you may not have actually been able to access, that insight into what is truly best for you. It's amazing how situations can erode us over time and do that to us. We have the sense here with the Eight of Swords that there has been a clear path out of this situation, but maybe because you did become, shut down, some of you might have been being controlled in the situation or in a codependent situation, whether that's in work or love. And so, there is that sense of willingly have stayed on it, maybe because you've just lost an amount of your personal power to this situation. That's what we see in the Eight of Swords. And it can be sort of going into that kind of martyr energy, feeling quite negative and feeling like you can't transform your life. And I really feel that I'm seeing that Hierophant in reverse here at the corner of my eye and thinking, I really feel like you lost your faith. You lost your faith in yourself, and that's why you haven't been able to leave. Now, the Five of Cups talks about somebody who is very focused on the past, on what has been lost, and through doing that is missing future opportunities or opportunities that are in the present. Because there's no way of getting this wine back into those cups. It's already seeped into the earth, they're already spilt. But this is somebody who is focused on the losses and is wanting to, reconnect with the past, even though it hasn't served them. And through doing that, it's held you in the shroud of negativity, maybe even depression, anxiety, and it's just kept on tightening up those binds and it's constricting you. That's what I'm really seeing. It's like a situation that's slowly suffocating you, shutting down those psychic centers and your life force energy. So we really must release ourselves from this. There's been, once again, we have that sense of a clear path out. There's a bridge here over these emotional waters back to the sanctuary, but there's been a willingness to stay in it. And I think it's because you really felt and you hoped and, you wish that you could resurrect the situation. But I really don't think so. And, you are missing those new beginnings that are really bursting to come through for you, Taurus. Okay, present energies. We have the Four of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like, a lot of you at least are starting to, wake up to the thought that this situation is no longer fulfilling you. You're not getting the love you deserve. You're not getting the feelings of joy and harmony. I really feel like you're ready to manifest new beginnings. We have the link here to the number 3, which is the number of manifestations. And the person that you're involved in this situation with, whether it is a boss or a mentor, a colleague or a lover, I feel that they might come in with apologies, with new offers of love. But what I like about the Four of Cups in this reading for you is this is you actually saying, well, you know what, I don't think I want to take them anymore. I think it's you already disconnecting from the situation. You've already withdrawn from it and you're just feeling apathetic, which is the first step to kind of, saying, well, you know what, I think I'm just going to move on. Here we had it somebody who was willing to kind of go along with it, stay stuck in it. And here we have you, clearly rejecting those advances. Now with that Hierophant in reverse, Hierophant can link to institutionalized settings. It can be a marriage, committed relationship. It can be in the workplace or the place of study. So I really feel that that's what this situation links to. But in reverse, it's almost like there has been a loss of faith, a loss of your own direction, and a loss of connection to your own values. Maybe you in this situation, you've had to go along with somebody else, live their way, take on their values. And I think this is really time for you to get clear about stepping into your own power, living your own life, doing what's best for you rather than having to sort of be in somebody else's shadow the whole time, because I think that's just led to feelings of constriction, stagnation and negativity for you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. And the good news is though, Taurus, is that we do have the situation being strongly completed in the near future. But we do have that No Oracle card, so I feel like you're on the footing of it. This is your week of kind of getting clear on what you don't want, gaining an understanding of the situation and preparing yourself for this ending and this transition that we see coming. The Six of Swords really is that necessary rite of passage. It's knowing that you do need to leave the situation, even if it's a bit difficult for you, but just know that you're leaving behind tumultuous emotions, troubled waters, and you're sailing into somewhere much more calm, much more peaceful, and somewhere where you can start to live your own values, restore your faith, and start to accept, offers of emotional fulfillment, maybe even offers of love in the future. With the Six of Swords, if you can, leave the past in the past, don't focus on it like you did in the Five of Cups, and carry on with an empty vessel rather than taking all these thoughts and baggage and things like that with you, then that's the best outcome there with the Six of Swords. But yeah, I do see you moving on. This is a rite of passage. It has a sense of, a little bit of grief or sadness with it, but it is a journey that needs to be taken in the near future. The beautiful thing is we're finishing on the World card, and this, guys, is a strong card of victory. It says you've made it, you've arrived. It is the last card in the tarot deck that says that this karmic contract, it's complete, and I feel like it's been complete for a while, but you've stayed in it, and that's when we get this kind of energy. But the beautiful thing is the world promises, a new chapter. This dancer here just jumps through the Saturnian hoop from one chapter into the new beginning, like that dancer, flowing with life, knowing when it's time to move on, knowing when it's time to leap. And it says that what the Magician, as the first card in the tarot deck, set out to manifest or will into the physical realm using intention alone has happened and completed. So at one time, you might have manifested this situation, quite likely so because on a soul level, you knew there was a life lesson in that for you. That's completed now. We have that sense of victory. We have a victorious ending. And, we have a beautiful new beginning as well, because the world is about endings and beginnings. So beautiful, Taurus. Keep in mind that this is the week for, sort of setting it up, getting that clarity in your mind. We're not making the big decisions this week, but we are in the near future once that world energy comes in for you. So Taurus, I'm going to leave it there, and I wish you all the best with it. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's unfolding, because I always love to hear that. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.